Hey, it's Homework Help Week 4, Day 4. First problem I'm going to help you with is this one, and it says a box of 12 popsicles cost $4.44. How much does it cost per popsicle? So I'm going to start by writing this as a fraction. Remember, money first. So $4.44 for 12 popsicles. And we want to find what it costs per popsicle. In other words, the unit price, the cost of one popsicle. So as I do this, I know 12 divided by itself will get me 1, so I just do 444 divided by 12. And if I type that in, I get 0.37. So the unit price, or the cost for one popsicle, is 37 cents. All right, now for the second one, the division. If you're here for help for that, I'm going to do it the two ways, as you probably know. Traditional method I'll do first, and partial quotient is on the next page. So if you don't do traditional method, you're going to want to fast forward until I get to partial quotient. Okay, so let's start. First off, when I'm doing traditional, I want to divide by a whole number. So I'm going to multiply this by 100 to move that decimal twice to the right to make it a 7. Now when I do this one, I'm going to multiply it by 100 as well to get 331.8. Now I'm going to put my decimal right here, and I'm going to start. 7 does not go into the 3, but it does go into the 33 4 times, which is 28. Subtract. 33 minus 28 is 5. Bring down the 1. Now, 7 goes into 51 7 times, which is 49. Subtract, I get 2. Bring down the 8. And 7 goes into 28 4 times. So I get 47.4. All right, you're done if you do traditional method, but if you like partial quotient, make sure you're on to the next page. So for partial quotient, I don't want any decimals. So I'm going to move this 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Remember, that's the same as multiplying it by 1,000. And I'm going to move this 3 times, 1, 2, 3, because you have to do the same thing. You don't have to, it just makes your life easier. So I'm going to do 3,318 divided by 70. And here's what I know. I know 70 times 1 is 70, and 70 times 10 is 700. I know 70 times 2 is 140. 70 times 20 is 1,400. Now I can continue doing that, or I might say, for example, if I know 70 times 4 is 280, then 70 times 40 is 2,800. So I'm going to start by saying, using this fact here. 70 is going to go into 3,318 40 times, and I'm going to get 2,800. And I'm going to subtract. Oh, geez, why was I doing that? Sorry about that. 1 minus 0 is 1, and 33 minus 28 is 5. I'm down to 518. So next I'm looking at some of my facts. I'm going to use this one here. 70 times 4 is 280. So I get 8, 3, 2. So I'm down to 238. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put this 2 here. I'm running out of room. So 70 times 2 is 140. Down to 98. Now I'm going to use a 1. 70 times 1 is 70, and I'm down to 28. So let me add all these together here first. So I have 40 plus 4 is 44, 45, 46, 47. So I have 47. And my fraction will be 28/70ths left over. Now you can reduce that if you want. I know 28 and 70 both divide by 7. 28 divided by 7 is 4, and 70 divided by 7 is 10. And I can reduce that further. 47 and 2/5. Now, if you did it the traditional way, you would get a decimal answer of 47.4. which is the same thing as those fraction answers. So I'm okay with any of those or your decimal, whatever you came up with. But that's it. I hope that helped. If you have any questions, make sure you ask me in class. Thanks.